It's a lonely path, this business game. It really is. It can be a really lonely path. We're always the sum of the 5 people that we hang around with the most. Because if you're a waiter and you're convincing people to get desserts from their meal, they get a 3rd course, that's sales. Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube video. Today I am in Marbella, Spain. I'm out here with Tom. You guys can ignore the washing and everything over there. I've come out from Milan because it is freezing cold in Milan right now. And Marbella, bro, I'm feeling it. I might come out. I might do the sublease in Milan and come out here most of the year. So Tom has really sold me on Marbella. He's actually living here, flew out from Milan. I mean, dude, it was like 40 euro flights to come from Milan. And he said I could stay at his for a couple of days. So I was like, bit of a no-brainer, bro. I was like, why not? We'll come out and stay. And all the rest of the guys are out here. So I'll have a full video on like a week in the life. But today I want to talk about the importance of leaving your hometown. There's a couple of reasons why it's so important to leave. But I want to walk through my thought process and my philosophy on that as a whole, because guys, I've gone from living in Cavan, literally in the middle of nowhere, and in Ballygym stuff. Went from living there most of my life for 20 years to now traveling the globe. Like this year I'm already due to go to Spain. This weekend, as you saw or will see from one of my vlogs, we were up in the Italian Alps. This weekend I'm going skiing. I'm back here on Monday again with my sales team. We're gonna be here for 2 weeks just calling and dialing and closing deals. And then the following month I'm going to Helsinki with Casper. We're going up and skiing up there. The rest of February I'm going up to Vegas. March I'm coming back to Spain and Milan. Then in April I'm going to Argentina with Evan. So like, I fully understand the concept of leaving your hometown because it's so important. It really opens your eyes to what is possible in this world. Like when I come out to Marbella and I'm talking to some of the guys and some of them are doing 40, 50, 60k a month every month. It's like, okay, why aren't we doing that? Like profit each. And how do we get there? It's pretty simple. Surround yourself with those people who put themselves to such a high standard, because there's a couple of steps towards success and happiness, right? It's like get fit, get your mind correct, make money, and then you're happy, right? And the way I see that equation is get fit, get to a new country when you start making a bit of money, and scale from there. Because your frequency when you come out here is just so much higher. I literally called David earlier. I was like, my frequency in Spain is so much higher than Milan. So like abundantly higher, because we wake up, walk to the beach. I mean, the coffee's €1. You get to really feel and hear the water. I mean, there's a huge study behind water and the science behind it, right? Everybody knows that water is active, it's an energy. They did studies on water in cities and it didn't have the same shapes as it did in the sea, because the sea is active, it's constantly swirling around, whereas in cities it's just pipes flowing through. And there's a different type of energy that you can attract from the water and being close to water and being close to the warm weather. I mean, everybody's like afraid of the sun these days, but at the end of the day, the sun has the ability to create life on this planet. How could you be afraid of something that has the ability to have life on this planet and grow life everywhere? Because it's a lie. The sun is one of the best things that you can have, and I fully believe in my heart that Ireland is one of the best places in the world to be when it's sunny for those 10 days a year. Boy, I'm speaking to you as somebody, I'm sure you're listening to this, maybe you're in your room in Ireland, in the UK, and you're thinking, shit, how do I even do that? Like, how do I even begin to comprehend what life could be in a different country? Well, it's simple. You just break it down. How much will it cost you per month? How much will rent be? How much will your car be? Fuel, food, rent, and you'll quickly realize that it's maybe only 2k a month, 3k a month to live in Spain and have a higher frequency, be around really nice people. And that's what I found from the Spanish. They're super nice, super nice all the time. So one is obviously frequency. You higher your frequency. Secondly, you surround yourself with other people doing the exact same thing. There wasn't many people in Ballygym stuff doing online business, right? And if they are, it's probably a byproduct of myself and Josh doing well and kind of showing the guys, hey, you can do this. And I was so fortunate to have Josh literally like 10 minutes away at that time. So fortunate, because it's a lonely path, this business game. It really is. It can be a really lonely path. And what better way to celebrate that one with some friends that can also travel with you, can also see some paradises like Marbella. I know there's a crane in the background, but who cares about that? It's sunny, it's in a good place, good people who are making more money than me. So that challenges you, like, okay, how do I get to their level? Because we all know that we're always the sum of the 5 people that we hang around with the most. Truthfully, We're always the sum of the 5. And so who are those 5 people for you? Maybe you can write them down. Currently, who are those 5 people for you? Are they on track to the ideal person that you want to become? Are they on that same trajectory? And if not, more often than not, you have to say, is this somebody I want to hang around with? And you might tell yourself, hey, I can put up with for now, but you're still going to be on that level. So in order to go from A to B, you have to surround yourself with those other people, and they're typically in better climate countries, like Spain, for example. Another thing when it comes to getting out of your hometown is it allows you to think more abundantly, truthfully, like more abundantly. And it might seem like this figment of imagination to some of you guys on manifestation, blah, 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 law of attraction this, law of attraction that, but it's the truth. Like whatever you put out is what you get. And if the energy that you're surrounding yourself with is people who, quite frankly, are struggling in Ireland, I feel for every single one of those, because I was the same. I was working in McDonald's from 16 to 19, paying off a car, a loan, insurance on the car every single month, paying my parents, trying to help them, and I was like, shit, I have nothing at the end of the month. I have nothing. So I fully respect those who are going through that and thinking, hey, how can I actually get through this? Because that's what we're talking about today. That's what we've gone through. That's how you can level up, is getting into a better climate, it's getting into a better environment, and getting out of that hometown. Because when you're allowed to think more abundantly, things come to you more quickly. And I was only having a conversation with Josh today about that, in the sense of like Milan. There's a couple of things that are lacking in Milan that I feel as though if I was in Spain, I would have pretty easily. And so why not? Why not come out here and chase that? Because when I know that I'm going to attract it while I'm here, it's not necessarily chasing, it's just putting myself in the best position to get what I want. A matter of fact, what I will have, not what I want. And we have a game where we literally hit each other every time we tell ourselves, what if we could do this? I want to do this. I want to do that. Because whenever you tell yourself, I want, you're naturally telling yourself in your brain that I can't have. So it makes it so much easier to really believe what you're saying when you come to a place like this. Because whatever you're doing, whether it's affirmations and you're screaming in the mirror, whether you're reading your obituary and what life looks like when you die, whether you're meditating, whatever it is, right? Whatever you're emotionally convinced will work for you, will work for you. And I'm emotionally convinced that getting out of your hometown, based on experience, coming to Spain, for example, or Italy, it's up to you, will have a much higher positive impact on your income than anything else, than any other skill that you learn, because you're placing yourself in the best place for success. It's like that flywheel. What do people who make money do? Typically get into the sun, typically eat well, they typically get fit, they typically leave their hometown. So if you truly want to do that and you truly want to make money in 2025, that's what I'd recommend. And the way I did it was with sales, remote online sales. And you can do that as well. There's not an ounce of you that can't do that. Because if you're a waiter and you're convincing people to get desserts from their meal, they get a third course, that's sales. If you're behind the shop counter and you're saying, hey, why don't you get a chocolate bar with that? That's sales. Everything is sales in this life. So if you can communicate with other people, you can get into sales, just like myself and hundreds of other people. And I can perhaps show some wins on the screen, because like we have a guy out here, Brian, who left his finance degree after fully completing it. He's 25, joined AST, Infinity Sales Training, Create Your Own Reality, as my saying goes, joined, and 6 months later he made 5k in a month and he moved to Spain. He's here right now. We played paddle this morning, and it's just beautiful to see, because from one area when we tell him, hey, this is what you can do, to him pursuing and actually doing, actually turning into reality, it was expected, but it's always beautiful to see. And that could be you. You're thinking at home, hey, should have been in college, I was always thinking about this sales thing, or maybe even getting into sales. Like, why can't that be you? Why not you? So if that is you, I have put a link in the bio. I'll always have a free step course in my bio for you to get into sales as well. And I really don't want any of your money. I haven't even made money from sales training at all over the last 2 years. It's mainly just get reps for my own team. So if you want some free information, click the link below in the description. If you want to join Affinity Sales Training, will also be down there as well. And guys, as I always say, 3 things: stay blessed, stay true to yourself. I'm staying true to myself out here, staying in Marbella for a couple of days, coming back for 2 weeks, coming back in March, and create your own working reality. Ciao, ciao soon.